Hello investors, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to be introducing you to a free resource that you can use if you're trying to find very good stocks at really nice value. Now, if your interest is to be able to grow a account portfolio by investing and you want to find financial freedom further down in the future, then you definitely stumble onto the right video. On this channel, I take pride in trying to help you push your investments. Now, for today's video, I'm going to give you a quick recap of the portfolio, how it's doing, and if there's any changes. And then I'm going to go ahead and slide right into one free resource that can be used in order for you to find good stocks at really good value. Now, in order for me to continue making these videos, it would be very nice of you guys if you guys show the channel some support by going ahead and liking its content and also subscribing to the channel. Now, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So as you guys know, our portfolio started off at a $65 value, and over the next videos I showed you how I chose different stocks in order to start growing the account portfolio, and I showed you how to DCA or dollar cost average into the stocks. So we do have 10 stocks here. I also went ahead and made a video to show you guys one resource that can be used in order to help you to value a stock right here on Robinhood without needing lots of charts or having 100 years of knowledge. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you any changes that have been made in the portfolio. Now, as most of you may have noticed already, if you go down here, you can see there's a little button here that now says live. You only get this button whenever you have crypto in your account. Now, I'm not a big holder of crypto. I do have crypto in my big account portfolio, but it's all free crypto. The reason why I do have this crypto here, why it just appeared out of nowhere, is because I got free crypto once again from Robinhood. Now, for most of you that don't know, Robinhood usually have these promotions probably biannually or annually, where they have different ways in order you could earn free cryptocurrency. So for this one, all I had to do is just be online at 8:30 p.m. I believe on Boxing Day, and I got this amount of crypto into my wallet free of charge. So that's why I have crypto. Of course, I'm going to leave it here to see it grow over the long term, and if I need be, I could go ahead and sell it because like I said, I don't really hold crypto. Now, the next thing is we're going to go ahead and we look at the one-day performance. We are down about 0.34%, which is not a lot. Let's go over to the 1 week performance and we're down 0.24. Like I mentioned in the previous video before this, when you have a well-rounded account portfolio, this is what you want. You want to see your portfolio, even if it goes up or it goes down, it goes up and down with very small increments. Now, my big account portfolio is predominantly options trading. So you're going to see huge fluctuations in that account portfolio. That's why I know that these fluctuations, although the portfolio is down, it's minor. So that's nothing to be worried about. Now, let's go ahead and get into a free resource that can be used in order for you to find good value stocks at very decent prices. And before I do that, I want to remind you also about the buying power. The reason why I've invested only a certain amount of money into the DCA method with these stocks and I left some money here is because as an investor, you always want to leave some of what we know as liquid currency or some dry powder or some cash. The reason why you leave it there is because you want to use this money in case an opportunity presents itself, and I'll discuss that opportunity as I jump into this free resource. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm just going to type in any browser you could do this. I'm going to type in FinViz and we're going to see what pops up. So FinViz is pretty much a stock screener, and I'm not sponsored by FinViz. I just like using this because of its visual appeal, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. So we're going to go ahead and hit the first one in order for us to go ahead and open up FinViz. When it opens up, you're going to see all of this, and this might be a bit overwhelming, but what we're going to be focusing on is the chart to the bottom right here. Let's go ahead. We're going to open that up right now. So with this chart, you're going to see all this information here. Now, like I said, it's very visually appealing because you can actually see stock tickers. Now, so all this information down here is just information about different stocks that have been traded in the stock market. And more specifically, all these stocks here are going to be 500 of America's best stocks, and it's trading under the S&P 500, which is an exchange traded fund that lots of people use in order to benchmark their portfolio, which I've mentioned several times in my other videos. If you go to the top left here, you can see it says S&P 500. Now, as a trader or a day trader, people usually go ahead and look at this in order for them to get some trade ideas. Now, the only bad thing about that is that this gives us a 1-day outlook. As you can see to the left right here, 1-day performance. Now, a stock like Palantir, Tesla is down as well, 3%. Palantir is down 2%, and Micron is down 3%. That just highlights information that's going to help out day traders. Now, if I call out these names very quickly, that's just because I've been in the market for a very long time, so I pretty much know all the stock tickers by now. So on a single day, that's not what we need as investors. As investors, we need to get a more macro look at the economy and how it's performing. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, we're going to change this parameter right here. And before I go ahead and do that, if you guys want a step-by-step walkthrough of how to use this and all the free resources that they give you, just let me know. So for instance, you could go ahead here and you can actually see what's going on with the world market as opposed to just the S&P. You can see here, and you could also go here, you can see what's going on with ETFs, etc. So if you guys need any help with that, or you want me to specify that further, just let me know. So let's go ahead and go back to the S&P 500 right here. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go to the 1 week performance. Now, as a long-term investor, that is going to be DCA or dollar cost averaging into stock. You need to know your time interval. For instance, maybe you want to go ahead and DCA. And for those of you who don't know what DCA is, it just means that you pretty much put your investing on autopilot. You're going to go ahead and invest the same amount on a same period of time every single week, bi-weekly or monthly. In my case, I am going to go ahead and invest on a monthly basis. So right here for the week, for those of you that are going to be dollar cost averaging on a weekly basis, then you're going to go ahead and look for the weekly performance. So now, as you can see, Palantir is down 4.7%. Tesla is down 4.8%. But like I said, this is just one free resource that can be used to make a decision. It is not the resource to go to. So for instance, let me just show you something really quick about Tesla right here. Let's go back to the Robinhood portfolio. And what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and open up Tesla. So as you can see on Finviz, Tesla is down 4.4%. But if we go ahead now and we look at Tesla on the chart, let's go right here to open up the chart. We're going to go over to the 1-year outlook, and we can see that for the 1-year outlook, although the price is down 5%, the price is still trading pretty high. The reason I know it's trading pretty high is if you go all the way out to 1 year, you could see the price is above where it was trading for the past year. Also, at the current share price, you can see the current share price is above this blue line right here. And this blue line tells us that's the average price the stock has been trading for the entire year. So the current price is way above that. So I said all that to say, remember, this is just a one free resource that can be used to help you make a decision before adding stocks to your portfolio. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump into the one I use the most. I use 2 of them the most, and this is going to be the first one, which is going to be the monthly outlook. Now on the monthly outlook, as you guys could see, the ones that pop up in red is going to give you the best value. One thing you need to keep in mind is that all these stocks here are the best stocks in American stock market. Now, all these analysts, hedge funds, everyone, they went ahead, they do their own research, they did their own due diligence, and they decided these are the best stocks that can be added to this ETF here in order to show the economy's performance. So when you see these stocks are down, in my personal opinion, I think that's an opportunity to pick it up if that's a stock that you have high conviction on and you have it in your portfolio. So for instance, if you go over here on the 1 week chart, you saw Netflix was down, and now on the 1 month chart, you see Netflix is still down. So if Netflix was a stock I did have in my portfolio, then I'll take this opportunity to go ahead and add to my position. Now, when you're going to be doing the DCA or dollar cost averaging, that is going to be automatic. You don't need to do anything. It's just going to keep buying stock at whatever your interval is to keep growing the portfolio. However, the 20% of cash that I showed you, this is where that 20% of cash comes in. Whenever a stock you have high conviction on and that stock is also in your portfolio and you see the stock is down, then that's a perfect opportunity for you to use the 20% of cash that just sits in your portfolio in order to buy more of whatever stock that is that you think is going to be growing in the future. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to go over to the 6-month performance. And on the 6-month performance, you could see Netflix is having a hell of a time, because on the 3 charts now, we see Netflix is still down. Now it's down 29.6%. So like I said, if Netflix was in my portfolio, then I'd probably go ahead and add to the position. To be quite honest, Netflix is in my big account portfolio, so I just keep dollar cost averaging into it. Now, the ones that are in red, if you're a value investor, that is the ones you actually want to add in your portfolio. Value means that you already did your own research. You already see that a company is a very, very good company. And for whatever reason, the current share price does not reflect the actual value of the stock. That gives you an opportunity now for you to go ahead and buy a very good stock at a reduced value, and you make money when the share price go up over time. Now, my other favorite outlook is the 1 year performance, because that gives me an even bigger macro outlook of what the entire economy is doing over a bigger time period. Now, as you could see over 3 different intervals, Netflix was doing very, very bad. So it looks really, really terrible. However, when you open up the perspective and you go to the 1 year performance right now, you see Netflix is in the green. Over the year, Netflix is up 1%. So with this outlook, it does not look too bad. However, a stock like United Health is down 35% on the year. So I used Finviz, which once again, I'm not sponsored by. I use this to get a macro outlook on the S&P 500. And what I try to do is that the stocks I already have in my portfolio, I try to see if they're trading at a reduced price. And if they are, I use the 20% of cash that I hold there in order to have a bigger position into those stocks. So there you have it, investors. This is one free resource that can be used. Let's go ahead and go back into Robinhood to round up this video. So there it is. I did show you the $15, or in this case, 20% of cash value that I can use if I see opportunity that presents itself. Now, if you guys have not already, now would be a good opportunity for you to go ahead, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. For our next video is when I'm going to be doing my first deposit. As I promised, I'm going to be doing monthly deposits of $250 into this portfolio, and I'm going to be deploying those funds into the stocks that we went ahead and chose. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set up your automatic investing right here. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to set up what's known as DRIP. DRIP stands for Dividend Reinvestment Program. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well live. And everything is going to be on one broker. Now, if you guys found any value in this video, then remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, always keep pushing your investments.